Elon Musk, the world's richest man, seen here as he decides whether or not kids should have school lunches, whether or not cancer research should be allowed for kids with cancer, deciding whether or not people who suffer from AIDS in Africa should be allowed to have treatment. The richest man in the world right here was just booed on the Senate floor, and it was glorious. That's right, Elon Musk was humiliated on the Senate floor, and even before that moment, Senator Mark Kelly went viral for going against Elon Musk in the best way possible, and here it is. This got millions and millions of views.
Hey folks, it's Mark Kelly here in Washington, driving to work for the last time in my Tesla. When I bought this thing, I didn't think it was going to become a political issue. Every time I get in this car in the last 60 days or so, it reminds me of just how much damage Elon Musk and Donald Trump is doing to our country. Talking about slashing Social Security, cutting healthcare benefits for poor people, for seniors. It's one bad thing after the next. He's firing veterans. I'm a veteran, so I have a really hard time driving around in this thing. So I think it's time for an upgrade today. So this is going to be my last trip in this car. There were some things I really liked about it. There are things I didn't like about it, but that doesn't matter. What matters is, doing the right thing. I think it's time to get rid of it. Elon Musk kind of turned out to be an asshole, and I don't want to be driving a car built and designed by an asshole. So, looking forward to my new ride.
Man, now that is a quick video, but does it do a lot of good? And what I really loved about this was that Mark Kelly was using simple, plain language and talking about what Elon Musk is doing, and then also just saying, Elon Musk is an asshole, and I don't want an asshole to be the person who made the car I drive. That seems simple enough, and I think we can all agree with that. It's a great video. I'm really glad he did it. This is, to me, more of the type of content Democrats need to be putting out there. Relatable content. I love that he's holding the camera. That's so important to me. It comes across very authentic, and I want to see Democrats do more of this. I know we kind of beat up on Democrats on the channel because we want them to be better, but when they do something good, we should point it out too. And this was actually really good. And Mark Kelly is not alone, because there are people rising up all across the country, not only protesting Tesla showrooms, it's just growing as a nationwide movement, something that they cannot stop, even though Pam Bondi has said that she wants people who protest Tesla to, quote, watch out. And she said something silly like, if you're going to touch a Tesla, go to a dealership, do anything, you better watch out because we're coming after you. Okay. But people are not afraid. In fact, the protests have gotten even higher since when this all started a couple of weeks ago. And people are pissed, and they're not letting up, which is good. Protests at Tesla showrooms nationwide are growing inside as anger builds against Musk and actions taken by his Department of Government Efficiency, which, with hundreds of demonstrating in Sunnyvale each weekend, miles from the company's original Silicon Valley headquarters. Protesters are rallied Saturday outside showrooms in Santa Rosa and San Francisco. Someone said, "Friends don't let friends buy Tesla." The protests come after weeks of actions by the Trump administration to reduce the federal workforce by eliminating departments, agencies, and workers. The Trump administration has faced numerous legal challenges on these issues and has been criticized for not complying with judges' orders to restore funding and jobs. So this is just the beginning. And as I said, we are seeing not only on the outside, but now on the inside too. Look at what happened to Joni Ernst when she brought up Elon Musk. This is beautiful.
From Iowa.
Mr. President, since January, Doge has saved $115 billion. That amounts to...
Order.
Please. That amounts to $714 per taxpayer.
I don't know about you, but did you find that to be very healing? Because I found that to be extremely healing. I think we should just hear it one more time.
From Iowa.
Mr. President, since January, Doge has saved $115 billion. That's amounts to...
Order.
I love that. Oh, man. And whenever Republicans bring up Elon Musk, they get the same reaction, whether it's in the Senate or in a town hall. Here's Chuck Edwards getting booed when he brings up Elon.
Like him or not, Elon Musk has brought a lot of really smart people to Doge. And
what's also just so funny about it is that none of this is true. Elon Musk has not made the government more efficient. He hasn't found fraud or waste in the government. And the things that he has pointed out through Doge as being fraudulent or things that have been overspent, they've had to either delete on the website they posted on or correct. Here's a little bit more on that.
Over the last few weeks, we've been reporting on errors in the so-called wall of receipts. This is a website that Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency has set up in the name of transparency to show how it saved American taxpayers money. How did Musk and his team respond after we found those errors? By making their work less transparent and making their errors harder to find. But we found them anyway. Doge has added a new section to its website. This one deals with federal grants. They posted 3,500 new federal grants that they said they'd canceled and saved $10 billion in the process. But they only included minimal information about each one of these grants, like the agency that made the grant and the amount of money they claimed they had saved. They didn't include other details that would allow a reporter like me or anybody else to track down which grant they were talking about and to figure out if the claim Doge was making is actually true. But they left identifying information for each one of these grants embedded in the code of Doge's website. This long string of numbers is a unique award ID that identifies each grant within the federal government's bureaucracy. And what we discovered was basically the same kind of error they had been making before. There were 5 of those errors in just the top 20 largest savings they were claiming. Those errors started with the largest item on the list. Doge said it had saved $1.75 billion by cutting a contract to a public health nonprofit. When we talked to that nonprofit, they said Doge's data was wrong twice over. First, they said the contract had not been canceled. Second, they said that even if it had been canceled, all the money that the government owed them had already been paid. So the savings achieved by terminating this contract would be 0.
So yeah, Elon Musk is a fraud. He's getting nothing done. The only thing he's making more efficient is how easy it is to attack Republicans. So thank you for that, Elon Musk.